Hello, hi guys, it's your girl Tessa, and welcome to Tessa Diaries, where we spread love, good vibes, self awareness, kindness, and our motto is to do the smallest things that we do with a unique touch of love, whether big or small. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about staying calm in the waiting. Yeah, it's the hardest thing to do, like staying calm in the waiting. I know that most of us really pray for God to give us wherever we went, and sometimes we have high hopes and ambitions to exactly that is that we went, and sometimes too we get tired in waiting, we give up. Some of us give up, some of us come up with issues like maybe you're not favored enough, or you do not have enough sufficient grace. And so today I wanted to talk about this because most people give up just when the breakthrough is around the corner. It's like here. So apparently most of us as Christians, or us who believe in God, we we have faith exactly when we have whatever is pumping us towards whatever we want. If it's a business, we have faith when we're starting, and then we have that courage. We you invest. If it's a marriage, when you're starting, if you want to go abroad, wherever you want, if it's work, anything. But when the on the surface starts getting harder, or when everything starts getting quite difficult, we forget all the hope we had in God. We forgot all the trust we had in the beginning. Yes, we had complete faith in God, but because of earthly things, or I can say most of the time temptations, or difficult times, it could be lack of finances, it could be anything, you start wavering in your faith, because now you start like, will God really come through this? Like, I'm just, my rent is due, and I'm working hard, I'm doing all that I can, I'm doing everything right, but will my door be closed, or whatever? Will everything submerge again? Is everything gonna end? And that's when God is like, you do not have complete trust in Him. Having faith in God is the calmness that you have in the waiting. The fact that everything is taken care of. Like, we have someone that is above you. Like, we do have God who's already taking care of every single thing for you. And so you have the capacity and the chance to just relax, work hard, focus on your goals, like do your best, and leave everything to God. However it's going to happen to you is a misery that is none of your concern. Yeah. And you should be working towards the direction, yes, but however things happen, it's God who makes them happen. It's mysterious. How many of us have experienced that you're saving? Maybe personally, there's a time I was saving for my business so much, and I really wanted to open a bigger business somewhere else, something like that. And I was going to visit shops and everything, but nothing is making sense to me, by the way. Even if I just go there, I just feel like everything is off. But now when you go to your knees and you pray for the grace of God, you pray for the direction of God, you pray for the confirmation of God, and you become calm in the waiting, knowing that everything in the universe is working towards your direction. And at the end of the day, the universe must favor you, because you're God's child, and you're blessed, and you're highly favored, and you're doing everything right, and you're working hard. So you are able to relax, knowing that I am going to, like, actually work hard, I'm going to do my best, and the way everything is gonna transfer, I can just plan, but God is the one who executes everything. So how many of us really lose faith at katikati? Like Peter, when he was walking on water, he had complete trust when he was starting to walk on water. Like, he's seeing the face of Jesus, like he's walking on water, he has complete faith. But when kunaanza kuwa na mawimbi and all that, he starts thinking, and then he loses faith, he gets distracted, and immediately he does that, he starts sinking. That's when Jesus tells him, you have little faith. He had deep faith, but little, like the while was really little, Immediately he started doubting, he just started sinking. And it happens all the days. When you start doubting God in your business, you start sinking. When you start doubting God in your marriage, you start sinking. When you start doubting God in your job, you start sinking. When you start doubting God in how you raise your kids, you start sinking. When you start doubting God in your normal relationships, you start sinking. When you start doubting God in any single area of your life, you start sinking immediately. But when you have complete faith in God and long-lasting faith in God, like no matter what happens in your life, your faith cannot be affected, then God takes control. That's when you see sometimes when you thought you're really on the edge, then just something happens. And then boom, a miracle happens. So how many of us really pray that God, like our lives, let it be filled with signs and wonders, and let your life be a miracle, let your life be a sign, let your life be a wonder, and let it flow. Focus on living, because blessings can only get you when you're happy. That's how it happens, because every day, it's a new day. You have to rejoice and be glad in the Lord that even saw the beautiful day, And no matter how hard anything could be, whatever it is that you're facing, you have to stay calm. Because when you stay calm, you show certain like, no, you don't know God me, because God got this for me. I'm not doubting for a second. I don't care you're saying things are going sideways. No, I'm doing my best. I'm working hard. I'm praying hard. I'm fasting. For those who do that, and yeah, God has everything under control. And immediately you show God complete faith over everything, He takes control. He takes over. So let's be calm in the waiting. Let's live in the waiting. Let's be happy in the waiting. Like no matter whatever is happening, we are able to be happy. We are able to live, like actually live, enjoy the moment with everything that you do. And have complete faith in God. Whatever you worry about is just whatever you're supposed to achieve. How you're supposed to achieve it, to just plan. But let me tell you, most of the time, if you're a Christian, it's always mysterious. As long as you show God that I have complete faith in you. Like, if you do not do this for me, this is total surrender. If you don't do this for me, nobody's going to do it for me. I only trust you. I don't even trust myself. I do not even have the energy or the resources to do it. I'm just doing my best. I could have the resources, but things could go wrong. You never know. And that's when God says, like, you see, like Abraham, immediately when God told him to sacrifice his son, akaenda kufanya sadaka, that's when God says, like, no. He was just testing his faith. How many of us are ready to leave everything just to follow Christ? How many of us are ready to leave, all the earthly things, everything that you're attached to, that God, Jesus is your number one, God is your number one, your life, you surrender it to God. You don't care whatever anybody thinks about you. That anywhere you go, you are okay. It's just people can spot you from a distance and say, yeah, this is God's child, she's saved. You do not have to be rushes. All I'm saying is that let's learn to be calm in the waiting, and put total surrender and total complete trust in God, and see wonders happening in your life. Even if you start shaking, say, I'm bigger than that. Yes, if it's financial, I'm bigger than that. Whatever sickness, I'm bigger than that. I cannot see that. I'm healthy. Yeah, the weak say I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. I'm gonna live like that. That's my mindset. Because I have faith that the one who created me is in control of everything. And I'm telling you, guys, I'm a number one witness. You will see God's miracle in your life. Your daily life will be a miracle. Okay, thank you for your time, and I hope this educates you one or two things. Let's just learn to put total surrender in God. Let's be calm in the waiting, and make sure that God is in control with everything, and He will bless you. He will atapanga mambo yako kwa laini, hata wewe mwenyewe utashangaa. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for your time so much. It was nice coming back to Tessa Diaries, and let's meet tomorrow sometime and someplace. Ciao.